the point is, I mean, no matter who's in office, I'm Mrs. Mayor, and any other identity henceforth shall be terminated.
You make it sound like a prison sentence.
Don't get me wrong, Audrey. I mean, it's thrilling. Every moment. You know, the dinners and the committees and all the responsibility. I really love it.
Yeah, but it's hard juggling everything.
Well, it's hard enough doing what I have to do here every day, you know, let alone having all these new duties as the mayor's wife.
I think we should start over there. That is Gail Baldwin. She's wife of the mayor. The other lady is Audrey Hardy. She's wife of the hospital's chief of staff and also in charge of nursing instruction.
Lead on.
Good afternoon, ladies.
Well, hello, Edward.
Hello, Edward.
May I introduce Vanessa Raphael of Avalon Spas? This is Gail Baldwin.
How do you do?
And Audrey Hardy.
How do you do?
May we have a few moments of your time?
Oh, gee, Edward, well, we only have a couple minutes.
Well, that's about all it'll take. Vanessa here is looking into the possibilities of opening one of her company's spas here in Port Charles. I'm just showing her around while Alan and Monica are busy with patients.
Yes, I've heard of Avalon Spas. They're very exclusive, aren't they?
Well, luxury is not something everyone can afford, Mrs. Hardy. We provide a service that's in a class by itself. Luxury, uncrowded conditions, the kind of pampering you'll find only in the European spas.
Wow.
At Avalon, every wish is catered to.
Oh, sounds just like the perfect thing after a stressful day.
Exactly.
Well, I'm not so sure. Every spa I've been to, the brochures always look lots better than the actual services.
Precisely why I will not give you a brochure.
Well, and how are we going to know about all the features that you might have?
Because you will see them for yourself. A free pass for each of you, redeemable as soon as the spa opens.
Well, thank you. Thank you very much.
You'll come too, Mrs. Hardy.
Well, I guess I should give it a try, yes.
Wonderful. Then we'll look forward to seeing both of you then.
Oh, well, thank you. Excuse us, but we really do have to get back to work.
Yeah. Of course. Nice meeting you.
Nice to meet you.
Bye-bye. Bye.
That's two sales.
What's in the door?
Ruby, Bobbie, over here.
Oh, hello there, Edward.
Hello.
How are you?
It is fine, thank you. May I introduce Vanessa Raphael of Avalon Spas? This is Bobbie Spencer. She's a nurse here. And her Aunt Ruby, who is also an employee.
How do you do?
Well, I'm doing fine, I think.
I've heard a lot about your spa. Well, then you will have to come and try it out then. It shouldn't be too long before it opens.
We look forward to it.
Good.
Well, what I'm looking forward to is lunch.
Well, don't let us detain you. Please, go, eat, enjoy.
Nice meeting you.
You too.
Okay, please.
What's wrong? Run out of free passes?
We are very selective who we give our passes to.
Oh, I see. Only to those who can afford it, huh?
This is a business, Mr. Quatermain, and we have to think in business terms. Entice people with the money to come once. They'll come again. You'll have to agree there is no point in getting some little shop girl interested if she will never be able to come back.
Vanessa, I like you.
Because of my sharp business sense?
Because you're ruthless, cunning, and, above all, right to the point.
All those attributes easily applied to yourself.
Precisely. And speaking of which, may I make a suggestion?
Please do.
I think we should go back to my place.
Are you making a proposition, Mr. Quatermain?
However did you guess?
Bye. Hey, guys. Good rehearsal. Bye-bye. Good lunch. So, do you really have to go back to Callie's?
In a while. What about you? Is that arrangement thing real important?
Could do it later.
Well, I don't want to put you off or anything, you know.
It's all right. I can take it, you know. I can take the pressure.
Well, I know you've been under a lot of pressure lately. I don't want to add to it.
Well, I know business is important, but there's other things that are important, too.
You mean like being here instead of working on the arrangement?
I'd rather put the arrangement off, I guess.
To be with me?
Don't you think you're good enough reason?
Why do you think I didn't go to Kelly's?
And I guess we're in sync, huh?
Yeah.
I can't stay here.
Well, where are we supposed to go? I mean, your place is out and mine certainly is.
I think a lot of people are away on vacation because it's the holidays. Maybe we can find a dorm room or something.
Okay.
Bye, Jack.
Mike.
You have kept me in suspense long enough, Mr. Quatermain.
Vanessa, when are you going to start calling me Edward, as I requested?
My father told me calling a gentleman by his first name too soon is an invitation to trouble.
Oh, good Lord. Can we come out of the past and work our way up to the present?
Mr. Quatermain, you said you were going to make me a proposition, and before we advance any further, I want to know what that proposition is.
As if you don't know.
I can only assume, considering the statement you said about Monica and Alan coming home late, that your intentions are to put me in a compromising position.
Well, thank you, my dear. A couple of years ago, perhaps, but today, never.
My standards aren't good enough for you?
I'm afraid mine would never be good enough for you.
Well, then what is this proposition, then?
Well, like all my propositions of late, they're more appropriate for the boardroom than the bedroom.
I'm intrigued. Please, go on.
This company, this spa, I'm impressed not only by the concept itself, but also by your clever marketing schemes. Now, you bring them in all bright-eyed, curious, you tantalize them, taunt them. You know, not only is that smart business, but I'm sure it's a very profitable business.
Yeah, well, Lorena has all the credit for that.
Yeah, well, I don't care about that. I've seen enough. Alan and Monica, they may want to stumble into this investment, but as far as I'm concerned, I'm going full speed ahead. Now, how much do you want?
Are you serious? You would sign a check right here on the spot?
No, you're looking for investors, aren't you?
Well, yes, but you haven't even seen a prospectus.
No, you can send that to my accountant. All I need to know is the person behind the idea. If the thinking is right and the face is honest, I am sold.
You have got to meet Lorena, then. She is the brains behind this whole operation.
You certainly must be the beauty, then.
Only the front person.
Well, if you forgive my honesty, I don't think you're too bad from behind, either.
Mr. Quatermain, really?
Now it is Edward, or I'm going to pull out of this whole deal right now.
All right, Edward, really?
Aren't you going to finish your drink?
No.
Come on, bottoms up. The night is still young.
I think we should have come later. The janitor looked real suspicious.
You're getting cold feet on me here?
No, I just don't want to get caught, that's all.
Don't worry about it. Just keep quiet. We'll find it, right?
No, look. If this is a boy's room, I don't want to go in it. I mean, their sheets are dirty and their beds are never made.
How would you know?
If you recall when Augie was after me, you took me into dorm rooms all the time.
You want to stand here and reminisce, or do you want to go in?
You go first. It's probably locked, though.
Any other predictions?
If it's a boy's room, I'm not going in, Blackie.
Well, unless the guy's into ballerina posters, stuffed animals, and little dolls, you're in luck.
Oh, you go in.
The walls were pink, it'd be perfect, huh?
I like it just the way it is.
Let me check under the bed. I mean, you never know. There might be a boogeyman or, you know, Casper the Friendly Ghost or something under there. You sure you want to go through with this?
Only if you do.
Some more hot chocolate. There is more.
No, not for me. Thank you. I figure if I wait another half hour, I can start breakfast. What time is it anyway?
Oh, it's late by anybody's standards. It's late.
I still think that was a good movie.
Hi. What are you guys still doing up?
Well, we were waiting for you, Amy.
For me?
Yeah.
Yeah. You have any idea what time it is? Late.
Where have you been?
Well, I had band rehearsal, and after band rehearsal, we went out to get something to eat. And then Peter, who's the lead guitarist, had a friend who was playing in a club, so I went to the club to see his friend, and I think that's probably when it got kind of late.
Well, if you're not too exhausted from your hectic social schedule, we would like to have a chat.
I think I'm probably too exhausted.
Amy, sit. It won't take long.
You were given the early shift tomorrow, right?
If you're afraid that I'm not going to be able to get up for
That's
work on time,
not the point. The point is, how tired are you going to be tomorrow?
a couple cups of coffee and I'll be fine.
You'll be fine. Like you were fine the other day when I told you to write down Percodan on Mrs. Kravitz's chart. How many hours of sleep did you have the night before that?
You're told.
Amy, when are you going to start taking responsibility for your own mistakes?
I didn't think you were serious. I didn't think
Oh, for goodness sakes, grow up. Being a nurse is not a child's game. You have a responsible, important job, and you're simply not doing it.
So I made a mistake. It wasn't the end of the world.
No, not this time, but it could be the end of the world for some poor patient in the future, couldn't it?
But I'm careful. When it's crucial, I am always careful.
Not the way I see it.
And how do you see it?
I see a nurse who is overtired. Just about half there, not listening, not thinking.
Amy, it happens to be our ethical duty and also our moral duty, because we happen to love and care for you, that we want to try to straighten you out. I don't like to tell you this, but you have been suspended from the hospital.
Suspended? Steve Hardy is the only person that can make that decision.
He's the one who did. And Jesse agreed. You are on 2 weeks suspension without pay starting Monday.
Without pay, but nothing even happened. Nobody got hurt.
Amy, Steve's decision was based on your past record, not just on what happened here today.
You were warned before.
It's one mistake. I don't even believe this.
You can argue all you like. It's not going to do you any good. I would suggest something that might, and that's for you to go upstairs and get some sleep.
Oh, now I'm getting sent to bed like a bad girl.
That attitude will not help.
Attitude? Who cares about my attitude when nobody's listening to me?
Believe it or not, young lady, we are doing this because we happen to care for you.
Oh, that's what they always say just before they slip the noose around your neck. Well, thank you very much. This has been a very pleasant evening, and good night.
We had to do it.
She wasn't real happy about it.
Give her some time. That's what suspensions are all about, time to think.
I guess so.
Come on, we need some sleep ourselves.
What about Blackie? He's not in yet.
Okay, Blackie is fine. He'll be just fine. He can take care of himself. Up.
Maybe we could rent them out or something.
Oh, it's you.
Thrilled to see you, too. Told you didn't have to wait up for me.
It's Lou I'm waiting for.
You're kidding, she didn't come back yet?
Jake, I don't know where she is, why she hasn't called.
Maybe she ran out of dimes.
Don't make up excuses for her, Jake.
Look, she's probably with Blackie. He's all she spoke about earlier. The poor kid doesn't know where she stands with him.
What did you say to her?
Oh, I just gave her some good advice.
Now I know something's wrong.
She's with Blackie, take my word for it.
Then I'm calling the Webbers.
No, you're not. It's after midnight.
I don't care.
Well, they might. Being doctors, I'm sure they enjoy their sleep.
But I'm worried about hers.
Come on, Rose. You were young once. You were in their position, staying out a little too late. Don't tell me you haven't. I'm willing to bet money you have.
All right, a couple of times.
What did your parents do about it?
Nothing much.
Thinking back, do you appreciate it?
Listen, Jake Meyer, I know what you're doing.
Just answer the question, Mrs.
1 hour and I call the police.
Definitely not. Do you know how embarrassing that's going to be for them, for you to haul them back here like a couple of lost kids?
Lou is a child. Jake, she's underage.
But that's no reason you have to punish her like that.
But I have to do something.
You're right. You have to sit right here while I make you some chamomile tea to calm your nerves.
And then?
I go upstairs and you're going to go to sleep.
No, Jake, I'm sorry, I can't. Not until she's home, safe in bed.
You know, this is the first whole night that we've spent together.
You think we'll be able to sleep?
I don't want to sleep.
You know, Rose is going to be very mad at you. I mean, you're going to catch hell.
No, Rose is going to have been to sleep for hours. All I have to say is that I got in after she went to bed and got up before she did.
Well, parents do wait up, Lou.
No, I don't want to think about it, Blackie. Let's pretend that we're the last people on the earth. And that all we've got is each other and nothing else matters, okay?
I'm attracted to you, Lou. Is that enough for you?
That's all I've ever wanted.
All right.
The Afternoon presents Daytime Dilemma. Here's yesterday's solution from All My Children.
Oh, if you only knew how often I dreamed of the two of us back together again. I love you. 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 I gave you this ring once before, so this is the last time, okay?
What will happen next? Will Jenny say, you'll have to keep doing it till you get it right? Or, I've been waiting for this moment for a long time. Here's the right answer.
You have to keep doing it till you get it right.
This is our last Daytime Dilemma. We'd like to thank the thousands of people who played this exciting game, and tonight we'll be calling our grand prize winner. Now, here's a list of some of our many Daytime Dilemma winners all across America.
I got love.